Okay, hey everyone, Dudes Jude here back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and today we're taking a look at Octagram Season 3 Tournament number 3. This is the third tournament meta report for this season, and it's been pretty fun. So the first two editions were pretty loaded with a lot of top meta decks. We've seen Sprite, Branded, and Tirgament reach the top 3. And this week we're gonna see a new set of decks. Some are even spicy and some are actually pretty cool to play. So yeah, let's get started. So Season 3 happened last July 9, Sunday 4 p.m. and there were 13 players. Pretty big for the usual, so pretty sizable tournament, and that includes like some of the best Master Duel players in the local Philippine scene. So we go to the standings. So the bracket stage, we had Reden with a 6-1 record. So this was a 7-round best of 1 Swiss for the rounds before elimination. And then we have second place Gokok with 5-2, Dez with 5-2 as well, and Kayaruga attaining the 4th place finish, which was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-way tie, which was pretty spicy. You have the usual contenders like Shiren11, who is MJ. You have Rostro Neko, who was in the top spot, top 4 last week, I recall. And the rest are pretty much the seasoned Octagram veterans here, so pretty cool. And entering the bracket stage, we have the final 4. So the final 4, Raiden got the top finish in top 4 finish in against Kayaruga, so he got a 2-0 to enter the finals. Dez got a 2-0 as well. For the third place match, Gok beat Kayaruga 2-0, so it was a pretty much a sweep heavy bracket here. So in the finals, Redden got a 2-0 win over Dez, and that was pretty smooth. And that also establishes Redden as the one with the most championships in Season 3 with 2. And for the past 4 Octagram tournaments, 3 out of the 4 he's won. So that's pretty insane. And he's been doing pretty well. So now let's look at the deck list. So we're going to go from 8th place to the 1st place. So first up, we have MJ's list, which is a Bestial Dragon Maid list, which is pretty cool because it offers the pretty solid Bestial engine with a few tech like Nibiru and Duster for just in case you lose coin toss. You have the nice hand trap lineup here. So this is a pretty grindy deck. People think that Bestial Dragon Maid is like a combo deck. No, it's pretty much a control strategy that plays a bit slower and outgrinds you resource-wise. So that's pretty insane. Next up, we have Sprite. So this is Cypher's list. So Nimble Sprite. So Sprite with Swap Frog and Nimble Engine and the Melfi engine. So this is the standard way to play Sprite now. Just put every level 2 engine known to man and make it work. And you have the Bestials here. And then you have Evenly if you lose coin toss. And the side deck is pretty nice. D-Barrier, Red Reboot for the Trap Hate, which is kind of nasty. You have D-Shifter, Gameciel, and Board Breakers, and even a Monster Reborn. That's pretty interesting. And a Foolish. So Foolishing one of the Nimble Anglers is actually really good for this deck. Or any of the Frogs as well. So we're gonna go at 6th place with Madlock with Nemesis Mutant. So this is pretty much a mutant deck with the Nemesis engine, which allows you to access Nemesis Corridor and Arch Nemesis Protoss and Escatos. And you can also access Thunder Dragon Colossus thanks to Corridor. So this is a pretty powerful mid-range-esque build with a pretty powerful boss monster with Colossus, and can go into synchros like Baron, Cheng Ying, and even Psychic and Punisher. It also has a Numeron Dragon line with rank 8s, which is pretty insane. So this is a pretty well-rounded deck that has a decent control strategy while having a really crap OTK strategy. So that's really interesting, really spicy for the side deck. Just a bunch of going second angry cards. So just right there, and some extra tech. So pretty nice, pretty nice. He's been running Mutant for the longest time, as far as I remember. Even in earlier Octagram terms, I faced Madlock, and yeah, he's been pretty consistent with this. He's been pretty good with this, and he has consistent top 4 finishes with Mutant. So yeah, this is pretty good. Go at 5th place with Gary. So Gary ran a Crystal Beast deck. I usually expect him to run his favorite Madolche, but hey, Crystal Beast is pretty crazy. I think this is the Conclave Control, which is kind of insane. Really powerful strategy that slows down and outgrinds the opponent. You have the Super Poly there for the Fusion meta hate. And you have the usual Crystal Beast package here, and it's pretty nice. Going second, he has Nature Exterior and Waking the Dragon. That's crazy. Really good. Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm, D-Barrier, Red Reboots a lot, and Anti-Banish. So it's pretty good. And yeah, this is a pretty grindy control strategy. It's nice to see Crystal Beast get some play in Octagram, because Octagram is really known for having a lot of deck variety. Even though there's like top meta decks, sure, like Sprite, Branded, and Tier would always appear, but you can expect that the rest of the bracket will run something pretty spicy during the tournament. So for the 4th placer, we have Kayaruga with Endymion. So he's been running the Pendulum Pendymion, so to speak, for a while now, and it's pretty great because turn 1 you pretty much win because you have a huge negate board with lots of counters to pay for those negates, and it just goes lit. It just goes crazy, and he has Necro Valley, he has Secret Village to lock you out from activating spells, which is pretty crazy. Lock you out from the graveyard. Hates Teargaments. You have Chicken Game, you have Card of Fate, I forgot this name. Cards from Beyond. So you also have Upstart, you have 2 Desires every draw. Like that's like 8 draw spells. You have Triple Tactics just in case all those don't work. You have Allure of Darkness on the side, which is crazy. So yeah, this deck just generates huge card advantage and just gets you the win once you have your board set up uninterrupted. It's pretty much an FTK. Next, you have Fluandery. So Fluandery's got nerfed because MPen is now at 1, but it doesn't really matter because Fluandery's, despite that hit, is still one of the best rogue strategies for the current Fusion Heavy meta. So this is a pretty standard list. You have 2 Droll, a Max, 2 Shifter, only 1 Max because you want to resolve Shifter more often here. So you have the Robina, the Eaglin, Stree, and Toucan. And then you have Apex Avian, Ryza, and MPen. And then he has Snowls. Snowl is really good, really powerful. And then he has a couple of going second cards, a Regeki, 2 Dark Ruler, 3 Evenly, and then an MST for good measure. And then the rest are pretty much generic. Harpy's Featherstorm, pretty nasty. Dimension Barrier is pretty crazy. When going first, you have the Nibiru, just in case you lose Coin Toss, and this is a pretty good list. And the extra deck doesn't matter because you're just gonna excavate and manage some stuff. Side deck, Ash, Achi, I think this is Dark Simord, Buster, Dimension Fissure, and Eater of Millions, pretty crazy. The Flu Counter Trap and Anti-Spell, really spicy anti-meta build, really good. Oh, I think this is, we don't have Gokok's list. I think I wasn't able to see. Oh, that was his Flu on list. Now we're at the runner-up, so we're going at this pretty fast. So runner-up, we have Dez with Exo Sister. So Exo Sister with a lot of really good hand trap tech here. 1 DD Crow, 2 Maxi, 3 Ash, 2 Ogre, 1 Ghost Mourner, which is pretty spicy. I recommended this in the hand trap video I had, so this is pretty interesting. And then Exo Sister with one of the Manchesters, I think. And then D Shifter, because uh, Exo Sister can play under D Shifter. You have Pot of Prosperity for the search. Two called by Vadis, Armament, and Returnia, and forgot the other one, Returnia, and yeah, I can't really remember. Standard Exo is pretty solid. You have the rank 4 Exos with some Baguska and some Baguska guys, and you have extra deck targets you can Foolish. So because he has Ultimate Slayer, which can work with this deck, you have Dark Ruler on the side, anti evenly, 3 roll, 1 Nimp, and 1 Dust. Pretty solid list. I like this Exo Sister. It's pretty powerful, especially with like how heavy fusion meta is. This can counter tier really hard, so that's really good. It can counter branded hard as well. I think having a super poly with this can work if you have the space. And then we go to Red Hand with his championship winning Sword Soul Tenny. With noting he also bought this to Decade's Meta Weekly tournament. The day after, he got second place finish there, so he's just on a roll. Really powerful, really strong decklist. He's running the classic Sword Soul Tenny lineup with the usual package. So usual ratios here: 3 Moye, 2 Taya, 3 Ecclesia, 2 Longyuan, and 2 each of Vishuda and Ashuna, and then 1 Adhara, and then the hand trap lineup's pretty solid. We have 3 Vader, 3 Max, 3 Ash, 1 Imperm, just in case they cross out you, or you want to cross out, but he doesn't have cross out here. Very interesting. 3 Pot of Desire for the draw, 2 Triple Tactics status. Triple Tactics is really good on this deck. 3 Emergence, 2 Heavily Circle, really 3 Imperm, so pretty cool. And then you have Blackout, and then you have the standard extra deck with 2 Baxia, 1 Berker, 1 Dragonite, 2 Chisha, 1 Chao Feng, 1 Baron, Hanging and Chishing Long Yuan in the Psychic End, and then 3 Monk, 1 Shaman. This list, Sword Soul Tenny is always consistent. I think even in OCG, Master Duel